Hi everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So it's been about 4 weeks since my last video. I think my last video was I don't remember now. But I'm now going to start not a project again, but working on this van. So there was been already 4 parts to this van. However, they're noted. The first one came along before the last 3 parts. So there's now going to be a part 4 to this van. And the part 4 to this van is, what do you see here? So I have completely removed the engine because the engine was quite terrible. There was a lot of issues with it. There was filings in the fuel pump and injectors, filter housing even, filings that came from the fuel pump. I got professionally refurbished injectors from Germany and an injector pump. But on further inspection of the engine itself, I needed a clutch and a dual mass flywheel. I needed turbo, valve stem oil seals, everything. Piston rings I was just going to replace too. So rather than doing that, I decided to come up with something else. I'm a wee bit crazy because of this. But I have been egged on by a few of my friends, close friends around my area. So the engine I've decided to put in the van is a 3 litre Honda V6 engine. It is a VTEC engine. It's not as aggressive as my 3.2 engine, a Cura engine from America or California. So I'm now going to do a wee walk around of the 2 engines lying in bits in my garage, and we will go from there. So this video is going to be done in several parts. It will be from part A to part B. So video 4 or part 4 of the doing up the van, and then A after, B, C, so on till I finish it. Because it's not going to be one project, because it's going to be done over the next couple of months in my spare time. So that's it. So I'm going to take the camera around to the van now, and we will see or show you exactly what I'm doing. So I'll just walk around here when I'm at it. Take this camera off. So I wasn't expecting to do. There's Asimo. Asimo, say hello for the camera. Hello. Okay. So I started this. Some people may remember me, well, my followers in California, Canada. I previously converted a K20 JDM gearbox or transmission to a J series engine. This engine here we have sitting here is 200 horsepower. It's out of a coupe, American style Honda V6 3 litre coupe, whatever. The car is lying around the back. This engine used to run on distributor. Obviously fuel injection still, but what I have done is I have made up my own loom for the coil packs. So I converted this engine to coil packs and rocker covers and everything. So you can see here that is, I used to have a J30 a long time ago that was brought in from England with 10,000 miles on it. It got destroyed with water and stuff, flood. So this one is also a J30 A1. It's not a J30 A1. So this is not the engine for my project car, the DC5. The DC5 is J32A2. It's a more aggressive type engine, but this is a nice sweet running engine too. So what I've decided to do is convert it to manual. These cars and the coupe Accords are, I believe, all automatic. It's different in America there. You have Canada and stuff, they have the big J3.5s and 3.2s. This is for the UK market, this engine, and they're basically all automatic. So what I've decided to do is convert this to a 6-speed manual. So rather than trying to get a gearbox shipped from America from the J32A2 box or something like that, I've decided to just convert it to K series. Now this is not the first time I have done this. So as you can see here at the side of the engine, I've already started to make modifications to the engine block. Follow the pictures at the end of the video demonstration and you will see how this is done. So in the past, so I'm making a conversion plate for this, so obviously they bought the K-series box to this engine. But the problem is, here is the starter goes for the J-series, goes on the gearbox side. And there's obviously no room here because it's a V block and it's quite wide at the bottom. It's not a 4.9, so there's nowhere to put the starter or to try and modify the block to put the starter in. Obviously you don't want to modify the block anyway to weaken it. The bell housing on the K-series, where is it? It's lying here somewhere. There it is there, obviously. So it's lying there in front of me. It's all dirt. So that's a K20A. So that's a Type R box, or sorry, a Integra. I'm not using this box because that's for my DC5. However, I'm just using it at the minute to make another conversion plate. As you can see here, there's nowhere for the starter to bolt on because the starter goes on the K-series side, so the K-series block. So if you can imagine here, this hole's me, I cut this out. So if you can imagine the K-series starter comes on from the engine side block. However, so there's basically nowhere to put the starter. So what do we do? So I had to make a starter and place it on the gearbox side. But doing that, there's nowhere to bolt it to, and also the starter's too far away from the ring gear because of the 6-speed box. The workings come right out to the edge here, so they come past the flywheel, just barely, just approaching the ring gear. So what I have done is I have stepped the starter back towards the main shaft of the gearbox. So to do that, I had to lengthen the shaft and the starter and bring it back. I'm going to demonstrate all the modifications and further videos coming in the future with my DC5 on the left here, and also, but I'm going to do it with this now. Some people in the past have already seen or heard about me doing this in California and Canada, and they were asking me questions years ago how to do it, because there's basically nowhere to put the starter and stuff, and you have to make adaptations to the engine block, stuff like that. I believe I was the first person to do this ever, especially in putting the J series into the Integra car itself. This is all my design, so anything you see now coming up is my workings, and again, I'm the first person to do this. I started it 10 years ago, but now I'm going to do it to this van. As you can see, I have the EGR and all blocked already. This wire loom here is all stripped back. It used to be, so this automatic blocks will be removed too. This engine is now running an AEM management system, so it will be a 6-speed K-series box mounted to the J-series engine. It will have a custom carrier shaft, custom drives, custom conversion plate, custom starter. The box will also be a bit of, see the face of the bell housing here? It will be adapted to suit. It's quite tricky putting the K-series to the J-series. That's why it has never been done as such. So I have milled this box down and took 9mm off. So basically I've left it back to the same spec. So the main shaft enters the crankshaft in the J-series the same way it enters the crankshaft in the K-series. And I've also compensated for the thickness of the plate. The thickness of the plate is 6mm. Or sorry, 5mm. So 5mm plus 4mm. The 4mm is the difference between the J-series and the K-series. So basically what I've done is I've brought the J-series closer to the gearbox. Yes, by removing an extra 4mm off this. So I'm going to keep taking pictures here and moving on, and hopefully the next video demonstration will be in much more detail. I'll do video clips of obviously making the conversion plate. I should probably show the conversion plate that I have already made. So here's the J-series, the K-series conversion plate that I've made from a DC5. So we have the dials, the 2 dials. This is really accurate. So basically, if I bolt the bell housing now if I bolt this conversion plate to the J-series, then bolt the K-series bell housing to this plate and put the main shaft into the gearbox, it will slide in a nice neat fit into the centre crank. There's also a wee bushing in there too, that's from the K-series. So as I'm going to mention again, this engine in the UK do not come, as far as I know, with manual box. The coupes are all automatic. They're a very torquey engine. They're just about 200 horsepower, which I expect more now of the management system and this performance exhaust. Some people would say this is a bit nuts putting this in the van, but you know, I'm a Honda head, always have been a Honda head. Reliability is key in performance too. Naturally aspirated, so I have torque from 1000 from idle right through to 7000 RPM. You can't beat that, like. So that's 264 newton meters of torque all the time, or obviously the power band, whatever, but it's 200 horsepower, so it'll be quite torquey in the van. So here we have the engine out of the van. I have new injectors, revving, if you don't believe me, here they are, here look. So these injectors was done up, and sorry, they weren't done up, they're refurbished injectors, and they're not done in Northern Ireland. I went far afield, I went to Germany and got these done. So basically the cores is not the cores that I'm using out of my van, because the cores in my van are completely rotten, rusted, pitted, damaged. These injectors was £370. The injector pump too is sitting in the house, and it was £150. So basically I haven't took my old injectors, cores up and got them done up. What I have done here is I've got remanufactured injectors that have come with calibration certificates professionally done in Germany. Why I went to Germany, because same thing again, in this country I just like going outside it. Not going to say nothing else. So here's the engine block out of the van. The head and all sitting ready to go back in the van. Oh sorry, I had to put velocity and oil seals in it, but I've just changed my mind now completely, because of, as I say, my friends, a couple of them have says go this way, because it'll be unique, which it would be unique, but that's it. So moving on now, I'm going to keep working at this, and in a couple of weeks I will do another video. Okay, thank you.